talk about anything. I want to say what I try to say every year at the ICP Seminar, that standing on this stage, doing the seminar every year, this is like a very pivotal moment for us. We discuss this moment all year because this feels like we are talking to the entire Juggalo world standing here. And I'll tell you why. Because the Juggalos, Down with the Clown in 2017, are the most essential, important Juggalos there are. If you're down enough to be at the gathering in 2017, you are the reason we exist, and we very deeply, very spiritually, we fucking love you immensely. There's really honestly not a bunch of words that can be assembled to explain to you how much love we actually have for you. It's just not possible. Just know that you are greatly, greatly loved, man. We fucking love you. You motherfuckers allow us to feed our kids. Doing this for a living we are unbelievably blessed because of you, and we love you for it. We thank you. There's no way to express how thankful we are. Thank you, ninjas. We fucking love you. Juggalos and juggalettes standing behind us, you'll see the fine men and women, ninjas and ninjettes of Psychopathic Records.
We all do a horrible job.
With a few noticeably missing ninjas, but they're still here in heart.
They couldn't make it because they're off doing other things right now.
True that. But if we can begin, Shaggy, the notes.
Give me the notes this time. You got the notes.
Say what?
I don't have the notes. You didn't give them to me.
I gave you the notes.
Yo, this guy did so much shit.
You fucked up.
Bet you look in your pockets. You got it, man.
The notes. For real, you don't have the notes?
Does that look like a note? Looks like the inside of a pocket.
Does anybody have the notes? Rob, the notes. Shaggy, the notes.
One watcher, Joe. Demon.
Gotta lose a watcher. Get out of here.
Somebody get the notes. Where's the
Somebody's holding out on the fucking notes.
You fucked up!
No seminar without the fucking notes! And we have the notes! And there's a lot of notes. That's why there's 2 pages of notes. Oh shit. And there's some pretty fucking controversial subjects in this year's seminar. Can everybody hear me? If you can't hear the words we're saying, make some noise. Can we turn it up?
I can't. Oh shit.
Oh, there we go.
For those of you that didn't hear, the notes.
The notes.
Just in case. Where else can notes get a chance?
That chicken scratch you're looking at is my handwriting.
And that's his best attempt at handwriting.
And And Shaggy somehow is the only other human being that can actually read my handwriting.
They're like hieroglyphics, you know what I'm saying? Studied them for years.
They look like ancient scribblings on a wall in King Tut's tomb, but it's actually my fucking 9th grade education handwriting. Yeah!
He'd be great at writing prescriptions.
We're gonna tell you guys a couple stories, all right? We got stories in this year's seminar. And I want to tell you guys these stories like the one I'm about to tell you because you're my brother and sister. And even though these stories might not have much to do with anything, when you get together with family, you exchange stories. So I'm going to tell you the first story of a recent happening in my life, which was very impactful. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something that affects me to this day, and it will affect me for a long time to come. But it's also something that isn't very interesting at all. You know what I'm saying? But it's interesting if it happens to you. And when I'm telling people this story one-on-one, I can normally look into their eyes and notice two things. Number one, they really don't give a fuck at all about what I'm telling them. The other thing I notice is they're not paying any attention at all because they really don't give a fuck about what I'm telling them.
So sit back, because this one's a whopper.
If you've ever been in a serious car accident, make some noise. Okay, after you survive that car accident, when you go to tell somebody about it, you might know what I'm talking about. They really don't give a fuck because car accident. That goes for all you ninjas standing up, I guess. Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to sit down. Appreciate it though. I think they're talking to the ninjas in the crowd, so the ninjas behind it.
I was about to say, if you sit down, I'm about to bust out the acoustic guitar. Make this story some real shit.
About 10 weeks ago, I was in a fucking brutal fucking car crash. A fucking head-on collision, and I don't know exactly how the fuck I was able to walk out of that shit. But what happened was, I got up mad early to take my kids to school, and so I drove to the house my kids are living at, which is Sugar Slam, where she lives, my ex, you know what I'm saying, but we're still very close forever, thank God, you know what I'm saying, she's one of my best friends, you know, but I drove there to take my kids to school. It's mad fucking early. I dropped the kids off at school, and I started heading back to my house, at which point, I'm fucking dozing off at the wheel. Has anybody ever done anything like that? Don't fucking play, alright? Because as I'm driving, I'm fucking dozing off and waking up, and I'm dozing off and waking up, and then I doze off, and when I wake up and open my eyes, I see a fucking Suburban probably 12 feet away coming right at me from the fucking, it's a 2-lane road, and I had drifted into the oncoming traffic, and right when I opened my eyes, the fucking truck was just about to slam into my truck, heading, you know, in opposite directions, about to fucking collide. And I remember actually screaming and trying to fucking yank the wheel over to get out of the way, and it was just too late. An impact, bang, and that vision of that fucking truck coming at me. And once again, I'm sorry, this isn't any noteworthy news, just sharing this fucking
Wait a second,
story.
it didn't make the notes though.
It is on this
So perhaps it is noteworthy.
That vision of this fucking truck about to hit me, and I'm doing probably 45 or 50, and I assume they're probably doing the same. That shit is now haunting, just like fucking a guy comes back from war and he has the memory that keeps fucking haunting him, you know what I'm saying, post-traumatic, whatever the fuck. The vision of that truck is forever fucking stamped in my brain. But anyway, we fucking collided, and the next thing I remember, I was encased in fucking airbags. Airbags from the steering wheel, airbags from the fucking ceiling, airbags from the armrest. I didn't know there were that many fucking airbags, but there was just airbags all around me. You know what I'm saying? And there was dust. Mad dust everywhere. It was pretty fucking heavy, man. If you ever been involved in something like that, it's fucking horrifying, right? And there's dust and a funky smell, and I felt like I was in a padded room, just barely able to fit me, you know? And I went to open the fucking door, and it wouldn't open, and I started kicking the fucking door, and then I don't know if it was a patron or somebody, but somebody from the outside started yanking the door open, and I got out, and I ran right for the other car thinking I probably killed some people or something, right? And the ninja that I hit is just leaning against his total fucking Suburban, and he's just leaning like, and I'm like, where's the driver? He's like, I was the driver. I'm like, are you alright? He's like, I'm fine. He was totally cool, calm, and in no sort of panic whatsoever. And I was happy to see that. But apparently when I hit that motherfucker, a third car hit my car from behind, and fucking 3 cars got totaled out of this accident, right? And the police come screaming up, and the fucking ambulance comes screaming up, and my leg, I have these what look like mosquito bites now, right? This little mark and shit, was basically mangled, but I was standing up, walking around, feeling jarred, I guess the word would be, you know, like fucking shook, but I didn't have any broken bones or anything. So when I went into the ambulance, I told the guy, I'm straight, I'm going home. And he said, no, you should go get checked out at the hospital. I said, I'm all good, I'm just gonna go home, you know? And so the police came and they took the breathalyzers from all 3 drivers and did all their fucking shit. And then the cop drove me home, right? And I go home, I lay down in bed, and probably 25 minutes later, my chest starts to hurt, you know? And I asked my friend, Straight Jacket, who was living in my basement, I said, bro, take me to the hospital so I can check this out. This is starting to hurt. And by the time we got to the fucking hospital, which is only 3 miles away, I couldn't fucking walk. The pain was fucking epic. It was unfucking real. They had to carry me out of the car. And listen, this is where it gets real fucking bitch-like, all right? Because I was screaming and crying, and it was just unfucking real. And I'm sharing a very personal, very real situation with you guys, man. I thought that I destroyed myself. I figured I probably ruined all my ribs and my fucking bones are sticking into my kidneys or whatever the fuck is going on in here. And I was walking around after the crash because I was in shock, right? And when it started to come down, I started to feel it. And by the time they're checking me into the fucking hospital, I'm fucking screaming and crying, all right? Now here's the fucking problem. And this is what's so fucked up about this fucking country, right? I didn't have an ID on me, okay? And I had several, these aren't cuts. They were fucking punctures, like shit that fucking stabbed me, right? I had several stab things everywhere. And they're not going to give me any pain medication because they don't know if I'm a fucking drug fiend who literally stabbed himself to get, you understand what I'm saying? This is what happens in this fucking country. Motherfuckers, I'm not kidding, man. Motherfuckers are so addicted to drugs that they will fucking break their fucking arm to go get a fix, man. Like, I'm laying there 3 hours screaming and crying, and they're not giving me anything for pain because I came in off the street instead of coming in on an ambulance. You get what I'm saying? So they're like, we don't know if you were ever even in a crash. We don't know who you are. We don't know anything about you. And you're in here trying to get pain medicine. You could be a total fucking junkie faking the funk about everything you're saying. And I was screaming and cussing. At the same time, I'm apologizing to anybody that can hear me. I said, if you can hear me, I'm sorry. I can't stop. It's so fucking painful. And they said all you have to do is piss, and we can check your piss and make sure you're not a fucking dope fiend, right? But my fucking insides and my ribs were so fucked, I could not push to piss. You hear what I'm saying? Do men understand what I'm talking about? When you piss, you just push a little bit and you piss. I could not do that, so I could not give them the fucking urine to check my shit and no, I'm not a junkie. So for 3 fucking hours, it was just horrific. Finally, they had to give me a, what's it called, a catheter?
Catheter.
Who knows what you're gonna pick? That is when they stick a fucking straw up your dick hole, so that you piss through the. I'm not even kidding, man. I told that lady, I said, go ahead because nothing can hurt worse than this hurts right now. I was fucking wrong. Holy shit! What the fuck? Oh man, that was just fucking epic. But
have you had your prostate checked?
I did this year.
Oh, so you know.
That's a whole other story I won't tell.
Hell yeah.
Yo, it's like being raped by a midget. Straight up, it's the worst.
But yeah, they checked my piss and finally they could see that I wasn't a dope fiend, so they finally started treating me like a regular human, you know what I'm saying? They gave me the pain meds and everything, and it's just so fucking awful of a thought to think that, man, like the motherfuckers are stabbing themselves or would do something like that because they're so dope sick that they're fucking willing to do some shit like that. It's just mind-blowing to me, man. But that was a fucking very traumatic fucking experience for me, and I'm still haunted by it because I bruised all my ribs, and once that pain went away, there's other pain that something in my guts was yoked so hard by the fucking crash that I got 4 different tests lined up for when I get home from here, including some shit I don't even want to fathom how they're gonna do.
But you know they're gonna put another finger up your butt, right?
That's if anything but that, or the fucking.
I guarantee you they're gonna do that shit, dog. But just prepare that anus piece. That's all I'm saying.
As long as nothing's going in my dick or my butt, I'm not afraid of nothing.
Not only are they gonna stick a finger up your ass, they're gonna give you another catheter at the same time. That's when you take a piss test, so they will give you pain medicine beforehand.
But yeah, I'm happy, you know, I know now that I'm blessed to have survived, and I sent my boy Scotty D at Vega Lovers a photo of the fucking truck I was driving, which was fucking mangled, and man, I just know that in the end of it all, I'm incredibly blessed because I'm fucking right here, able to do what I do, and I'm fucking not. At the end, it's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, car accidents are fucking the #1 cause of death in this country, you know? And when you survive something like that, when you're telling people about it, they're just like, yeah, whatever, you're all right, that's what counts. And the rest is just fucking yada, 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 you know what I'm saying? Probably like you guys are feeling right now, like shut the fuck up, get to the next note. But if you know somebody's been in something like that, that shit's very, you know, monumental to that person, man. People go flying out of windshields and all kinds of shit. Don't fucking fall asleep at the wheel, man. Whatever you do, don't risk your fucking life like that, man. Especially if you got kids and they're in the back of the truck. Man, you're a fucking fool for that shit, man. You're a fool in any way, shape, or form if you fall asleep at the wheel and you continue to drive. And that's what I learned of it all. And it was just an awful fucking experience. And it also cost us the 17 tour, the fucking parental advisory tour. I don't know if you guys know what that is. We have supposed to have been on tour either now or a month ago or leaving after the gathering. All of that was put on hold because we didn't understand what the fuck was wrong with me, you know what I'm saying? So, very epic thing nobody knew about. I wanted to share that experience with you guys and put you up on what's been happening, you know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for hearing me out, man. It was a fucking trying thing, you know what I'm saying? Real fucking serious shit. That's right, you're all my fucking family, man. I just wanted to share that. All right. Now, topic number 2 on this list is just a real quick thing. I wanted to talk about the Shangri-La show. You know what I'm saying? Which we did Thursday night here at the Gathering. At yesterday's autograph signing, probably 3 or 4 different ninjas said, "Man, are you all right, man? You fucked up a lot of your lyrics and shit like that." I wanted to address that. When we're performing an album in its entirety for the first time ever, no matter how many times you rehearse that in our warehouse, you know, in front of a bunch of boxes, can never prepare you for what it's really like in front of y'all doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just no way to rehearse enough.
Let me put it this way. You know what I'm saying? You can sit there in front of a mirror all day with a fucking comb or a brush or whatever and sing fucking Justin Bieber songs. You know what I'm saying?
Like you do.
But how do you think I got so good? Well, it's a whole nother motherfucking beast. You know what I'm saying? To stand up on a stage in front of so many juggalos and not be nervous. You know what I'm saying? Even though we're comfortable at home, you know what I'm saying? The butterflies in your stomach, the adrenaline's pumping, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucker get nervous, you know? And you feel like you gotta take a shit, you're like, oh man, I gotta shit again? Okay, you gotta go on stage, god damn it.
Did anybody see the Riddlebox tour? Now check it out. We're doing the fucking album night after night. And chances are by the time we came to your town, we had that shit on lockdown, you know what I'm saying? And when we're performing a new album for the first time, it's destiny to fuck up lyrics, man. And I'm surprised nobody said anything about us fucking up lyrics at Juggalo Weekend when we did the Juggle Brothers album. And the Tunnel of Love EP the night before.
He's like every fucking show.
I think I probably fucked up twice as many lyrics then, but I never heard a blip out of anybody about it. And then on Thursday night, it seemed to be an issue, and I just want to say, man, we're always gonna fuck up. You know, that's just something that happens. And I know if I go to see a band I like and they fuck up, I actually think it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm seeing something dope. You know, I love Pearl Jam. I love seeing Eddie Vedder get pissed off and fucking throw his mic down and leave and then come back out like, I'm sorry, you know? Shit like that, I love that shit, you know? So just wanted to let y'all know nothing was wrong. We felt great on stage. We had a fucking incredible experience. That was fucking awesome. That was just fucking incredible. Like, that was fucking amazing. I thank you guys for that, man. That was fucking truly awesome. I can't wait to do the Shangri-La tour. That is just gonna be fucking monumental.
We gotta wait another 5 years to do the Shangri-La tour though. We gotta wait another 5 years to do the Shangri-La tour.
No, it's not gonna be for 5 years, so I don't think it's
20 years out. You know what I'm saying?
We still got other things to do before that happens, but it's gonna be cool when it does happen. You know what I'm saying? Now,
plenty of time to
I wanted to tell you guys I got a couple of fucking meaningless stories here, but I just feel they're pretty cool. Things to know, little tidbits of worthless knowledge. But we drove up from Detroit, me and my boys, right? And we stopped in Springfield, Missouri, right? And I've now decided, fucking Springfield, Missouri, I just decided, fuck Springfield, Missouri. Like, every time I go to that fucking place, something fucking lame as fuck happens to me. That's where we got arrested.
I know, that's what I was like when I heard this shit happen. I was like, in Springfield? Get the fuck out of here. And I was like, bad experiences.
It's just all fucking...
Not the people in Springfield, but just the aura of Springfield itself.
We got arrested there years ago. It was the last night of a tour we were on.
Nah, he got arrested. I went the fuck home.
But I got up in the morning. I woke light up. They were in the room next to me. I said, man, you guys get dressed. We gotta go. I'm gonna run to the store and get some fucking cold drinks or whatever. And I walked into the gas station, grabbed some shit, bought it, saw the ATM machine, took some money out, walked back out to my truck, and it's fucking gone. My fucking truck was gone, right? I'm like, what the fuck? And I saw crackheads around. I'm very observant of crackheads. So I took my key out of the fucking truck.
What's up, Scarab Ninja?
Good. But apparently I left the motherfucker running, and I didn't know that. but a crackhead jumped in it and bounced off, right? And when the truck has OnStar, so they were able to locate the truck, but by the time they did, all our shit was gone. All our fucking luggage.
I ain't gonna lie, man, when I first heard it, I started laughing my ass off. I was like, what? Get the fuck out of here. Then I talked to Clay, he's like, man, my turntables were in there, dog. I was like, oh, why you gonna fuck up this story?
Yeah, fucking motherfuckers got my truck and took all our shit, and that fucking sucked. Yes, let's fucking bomb Springfield!
Yeah! And the thing is, not only did he get arrested in Springfield, but yo, it was like the end, I think, of the Outer Space Tour, which was like fucking 8 months long, continuous, you know what I'm saying? And then fucking, from some shit way back in the day when he busted that kid in the head with a microphone or some shit.
No, from beating up the fucking radio DJ.
Oh, that's right, yeah, some shit that happened in St. Louis.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, check it out. Look, real quick note, fucking Billy calls us. He's like, hey, turn on this radio station. We are in the hotel about to do our show.
This is like way back in the day.
So we turn into the radio station and we hear the DJ and he's like,
it was the Snowcore Tour.
Yeah, he said, hey, we're parked here out front of the Snowcore Tour at the American Theater and we see some people walking by in clown paint and we just want to say, if you're going to that kindergarten show, have a good time, but the real shit's happening here at the Snowcore Tour. And the guy's fucking dissing us, right? And so we look out of the hotel and the American Theater is right there, and there's the van. So we walk up to the fucking van, so
gently open the door.
No, you don't remember. You don't remember.
I remember. What are you talking about?
You went around to the passenger.
All I know is I got the fuck away.
I went to the driver, I knocked on the window, he rolled his window down. He's like, hey, what's up? I got clown paint on and everything. And I'm like, are you the guy on the radio? He's like, yeah, that's us. Bang!
From the driver's side. One from the driver's side, one from the passenger side, one from the back seat.
We started beating the shit out of him. Shaggy opened the passenger side, he fucking yanked the dude out of the street and started stomping. And I fucking did the same thing with the driver. Me and Dougie are fucking lumping him up, you know what I'm saying? And when we ran off, we had our show in minutes. Next thing you know, we're at the Galaxy, right? And we did our show, but Billy's like, yo, the police are coming to arrest you guys, you know? So at the end of the show, we called all the ninjas on stage, and we went out the fucking front door. We jumped in the car and fucking skated across the fucking, the other side, because in St. Louis, it's right
across the river.
Yeah. And we were safe.
Fuck out of Missouri.
But 3 years later.
Yo, okay, see, he's underselling. He's like, yo, you know, I got arrested. It was the last fucking show on a fucking 8-month tour. We didn't go home the whole fucking time. No flying home. None of those luxuries, you know what I'm saying? Missing our kids and all. You didn't have kids at the time, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Just your kids.
Yeah, he missed my kids, you know what I'm saying? They missed Uncle Joe. But anyhow, so we're driving back from the venue to go to the hotel, take showers and shit. All of a sudden, yo, some movie type shit. Whoop, whoop, cops everywhere surrounded.
It's called Don't Let Me Stop, you know?
We look up, it's the helicopter shining the fucking spotlight down, you know what I'm saying? They got us all on our stomachs, shackled up, you know what I'm saying?
Soaking wet, you know what I'm saying?
Right, fresh off stage, you know what I'm saying? And then they're just like, you know, running the shit. They start uncuffing everybody, we get back in the car. This motherfucker stayed in cuffs, dog.
Why though? Why is it always been like that? Why did you get arrested?
Why? I can't afford to get arrested, dog. I got 4 felonies, you know what I'm saying?
It's always like that, man. Even as little kids, when we all got busted for curfew, only me and Rob went to fucking jail, man. We were all underage, but they're like, Bruce Brothers, come on. It's like, what the fuck, man? And then I'm the only one being arrested.
Well, listen to this, poor me. This motherfucker now goes to jail and let him out. I get fucking busted for some shit. They get slapped me fucking with 10 felonies at one time. Fuck out of here. Cleanest record you ever seen in your life, this guy.
But I just think that's fucking classic, man. Stomping the shit out of a bitch-ass radio DJ.
But the best part was, they handcuffed his ass to the ceiling and drove him all the way from Springfield, all the way across state back to St. Louis.
And arrested me. I stayed the night in Springfield, and then the cops drove me all the way to St. Louis. Yeah, that was pretty shitty, man. You know?
We were like, hey, dog, I'm sorry, man. It's time to go home. We'll see you when you get out, homie.
We go drive-through at a Wendy's, and they're fucking eating delicious cheeseburgers and drinking ice cold fucking pop, and I'm just back there fucking starving, and they're fucking, they were some cruel-ass, bitch-ass cops. Speaking of bitch ass cops. We'll get to that in a minute. Hold on!
I don't think that's what he meant.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Why would you mention it? You're not supposed to.
He wants to get everybody to pop.
Alright, hold on. Oh,
It's on the second main page.
can before I get to like the more newsworthy news, can I tell one more fucking story? I think this is pretty fucking dope, alright? Who was at the gathering last year? Alright, check this out. Last year, I wrestled in JCW Friday night. So last year was like this year. It was a very important gathering for us because it was the 17th gathering last year, you know? 17th annual or something. It was a very fucking, the concert, the big show Saturday night, it meant everything in the world to us. And I did my moonsault, which is a wrestling move, where I go to the top rope and I do like a backflip. And I haven't done it in a long time, you know? But I did it last year, Friday night, and when I got back to the dressing room, I realized I fucked my foot up, like really bad, you know? I took my shoe off, and the front half of my foot was purple, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, fuck, man. And I'm limping really bad. So Saturday, I'm beating myself up all fucking day for doing that. Because I want to put on a great show that night, and I fucked myself up, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like bummed out. I felt like shit. I felt horrible all day. And I wouldn't talk to nobody. I'm being a dick. I was so fucking mad at myself for fucking myself up. Now I'm gonna be limping on stage, and I can't really put it down like we want to do, you know what I'm saying? And I'll never forget this, man. This was something that was a miracle to me, all right? Like straight up. As our intro's going, okay, I start walking toward the stage, and the closer I got to the stage, the less my fucking foot hurt. Until I got right front and center, when we busted, the pain was completely fucking gone. It was unbelievable. It was absolutely unfucking real. I did the entire show feeling nothing at all wrong with my foot. It was fucking crazy, and I know adrenaline, yep. But check it out, man. Walking off the fucking stage, the farther I got from the stage, the more the pain returned. What the fuck is that, man? That was unbelievable. I don't know if you guys believe in a higher power, man, but I know there's more going on than what meets the eye, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that was just such an incredible experience, man. Like, I've never had anything like that happen, and it was just unreal. It was just very cool. But yeah, if you saw last year's concert, we put it down. My brother, Jump Steady, the main organizer of the gatherings of the Juggalos, would now like to, we're going to ask Rob to give us some notes on this year's gathering. I want to give all mad love because, like, the gathering each year is always different everywhere we go. You know, you never really quite know what to expect. And this year was no different. We had no idea coming in we were going to experience such oppression by the police, you know what I mean? And check this out. Check this out. The three owners of the property, they're actually mad cool ninjas, right? We got Brad, we got Howard, and Garrett. And Garrett's father, actually, there's four. And these ninjas came together. They've done ICP shows here. They have a love for the Juggalos, and they wanted to do the show. And ever since they began, they brought the gathering in and started getting media attention. It was all fucking negative, you know what I'm saying? There's one ninja on the police force. He's like the main ninja that basically has it out for us, and that's the reason we're experiencing all this right now. It's one asshole that believes all the hype about the FBI, about Juggalos being a gang, about thinking we're gonna come in here and tear shit up, and all that shit. He believed all that hype instead of really looking into it and actually talking to anybody that's ever experienced a gathering before. Because you know, every time we come into a new town, it's always the same. Everybody's up in arms, they're buying guns, they think Juggalos gonna be running through the streets, like tipping over cars and shit, or whatever they think they're gonna do. But when we get here, then they start to see that ain't the case, and they start to ease back. But this motherfucker, man, we've been here for fucking 4th day now. He's still got police helicopters flying over. He's got fucking police armadas cruising through the grounds and shit, like treating us like criminals. You know what I'm saying? Like we're the worst scum on the earth. But for everybody that's seen this, everybody that has seen this for the last 4 days, they see that ain't true. But he's still trying to save face, like, oh, this shit's about to go down. It's still gonna happen. And the reason I bring this up, and I'm really worked up about it, is because motherfuckers are still asking, why are we marching? This is a publicity stunt. Is this a fucking publicity stunt?
Fuck no.
The 4 owners of the property have been doing shows for, the one dude, Howard, has been doing shows for like 40 years, and he said he's never seen no shit like this. You know what I mean? Where there's no reason for what they're doing, but yet they're still coming in here full force for no fucking reason. Well, I want to say to that cop, that one fucking cop, and it's not all of them.
Eat a dick!
It's not all of them. You know what I mean? Because there's cops on the ground who are like, man, this is cool shit. They're just chilling. It's that one ninja, man, and he's got mad fucking egg on his face. Mad fucking egg on his face right now. And for the cops in the audience, go back and tell them, mad fucking egg on your face, because what have we done to warrant this shit that you're putting us through? Motherfucker, what have we done? Alright. Now I wanted to bring to the positive. Now this year we had a lot of cool shit, you know. I don't know how many of y'all seen the movies on the water with Jaws. There was a ninja in a shark suit swimming around. I seen him in the water, took the motherfuckers over.
That's hilarious.
We had the fucking Reno Riders come in and throw a bomb-ass party. Even though they got oppressed by the police again. Now y'all know the Reno Riders, the coolest motherfuckers on the planet. All they want to do is give. Somehow the cops are oppressing them and trying to shut them down. But that's the thing, you can't shut Juggalos down, you can't shut us down. Because we got all the heart and courage out of any motherfucker, man. We've been through it too many times. And like, when you get beat down and oppressed, you can either lie down and get weak, or you can fight. And Juggalos are fighters. We've been fighters, we fought for this world. We had to fight for it. Because y'all motherfuckers, man, we're all the same. This is it, man. This is a family. It's the true fucking family. And this is our family reunion. So, man, to that one fucking asshole cop at the top of the chain, y'all tell him, man, fuck you!
Fuck you!
Yo, and I want to give up props, another cool-ass event, the Juggalo Yacht Club. Y'all, you know, they just reached out to us and they're like, hey, man, we want to do our own events. Can we hook this up? And it was just the coolest thing. And those 2 parties ended up being the highlights of this year's gathering, in my opinion. I mean, when I looked out when I came, I was in the backstage area, fucking working the gathering and all that, and I looked across the water. All I saw was like 500 motherfuckers on the beach, fucking jumping. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. But it looked hype as hell, and that's all I've been hearing about. So, you know, moving forward, I just think it's really cool, like every gathering keep evolving. If you got new ideas, you want to submit stuff you want to do at the gathering, we're open for it. Because this is like, you know, like, check this out, we did an event called the Dark Carnival Games Con, right? And that whole event was ran all by Juggalos providing gaming tournaments for Juggalos. And it was a totally new experience, and it was so dope because most of the time in the events of the past, it was psychopathic putting on the entire thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're just like coming with all ideas. But that's the hype thing, like moving forward is like, you know, you all come up with some ideas, you got some dope ass events you want to run, shoot in an email, you know what I'm saying? And we'll work together to make it dope. And the Dark Carnival Game Con, this one ninja summed it up best. He said at the Dark Carnival Games, instead of us sitting there looking up and watching ninjas on stage, we were watching each other. That was a dope ass quote, and I'll never forget it. It's like, and so that's dope. Anyway, so that's all I had to say, man. I know there's bones at this year's gathering. The police have been a super bone. The heat has been a bone. But other than that, man, I think it was a super fresh event. And to all the jugglers
way
that
worse
came out, you're all in the shit. And we're gonna keep moving on. No matter what they do, this is gonna keep moving on. And they try to shut it down every year. The cop, that one cop, that's all he kept saying. He's gonna shut this down. Like if anything fucks up, he's gonna shut it down. Just nothing but fucking idle threats. Ready? Jump steady, y'all! Back to the notes. I'm having trouble reading my own notes.
Hold on, perhaps I can decipher it.
Alright, check it out. I want to talk about the Carnival of Carnage show in Detroit. Check this out, man. I know tickets are mad fucking expensive, and what really fucking sucks is people talking about that and not talking about why they're so fucking expensive, alright? Again, when ICP recorded Carnival of Carnage, there was 3 members of the band, alright? 3 members of ICP, and you can hear them on Carnival of Carnage as well as Dog Beats, our first 2 ever releases. There was 3 members of ICP. The 3rd member was John Kickchass, alright? Shaggy's older brother. Alright, John decided to leave ICP right as we began to press the Carnival of Carnage album. That was a pretty bad time to leave, but because we couldn't afford to go back to the album and take him off it, and it was just a choice he made, alright, that turned out not to be a good one, you know? And unfortunately, John passed away, how long ago?
A year and a half ago?
Yeah, he passed away
2 years ago.
About 2 years ago. But his story is pretty fucking remarkable. And the reason why tickets are so expensive for the Carnival Carnage show in Detroit is the venue only holds 600 people. And we're doing the Carnival Carnage album at a venue called the L Club, which is on Verner Avenue in Southwest Detroit, right across the fucking street from Clark Park, alright? In the fucking heart of where Insane Clown Posse's origins come from. I mean, you cannot be on a better location than right there. And taking John's place, doing John's lyrics, is Shaggy's other brother, his younger brother, who raps as Trey Pound, Chop Shop, with the group Chop Shop. Alright? He will be taking John's place, wearing John's face paint, and doing John's lines, and who better suited, right? Who can fill those shoes, right? And we're only gonna do the Carnival of Carnage album one fucking time.
There will be no tour on it. No
tour. No fucking second show, one fucking show, alright? And all proceeds are going to a documentary about the life of John Kickchass, alright? Things nobody knows, alright? And that documentary is very, very important to us, and we want it done with fucking class, we want it done with mad amounts of dignity, and that's where the money is going. We're not fucking paid like some of you might think. Not even hardly at all.
Furthest,
like you
furthest
probably
thing
think.
ever from pain.
Any money we happen to generate goes away when we have the gathering, right? We quickly lose it because it's a fucking money losing event, but it's a karma gaining event and worth every penny. And the Carnival Carnage show is about respecting John, and it's about creating this documentary. And also, as I'm writing what's called the treatment for the documentary, I decided that I wanted to include everything from our history. Okay, if you've ever read the book Behind the Paint, it talks about John, but I have to admit something.